Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unboxed God, where we detox from religion and discover the God who refuses to fit inside the boxes we were given. I'm Tolu Sarah Johnson, and here we explore who God really is beyond fear, beyond formulas, and beyond everything we were taught to perform. If you're hungry for a real relationship with Him, you are in the right place. Let's dive in. So still on book 4, and we're continuing on to chapter 5, which is the God who doesn't want slaves. He never wanted performance, perfection, or religious achievement. He wanted you. And do you know what I've come to understand? He doesn't just want you. He wants you to want Him. He wants you to see Him as the ultimate prize, as the ultimate reward. That the intimacy that you have with Him is quite valuable, more important than what is willing or what He can give you. But when you see yourself as a slave, you will never even have that desire that you can have Him. And you will not even think it's possible for Him to have you either as well. You will always show up with the best performance, with the best version of you that is not real, but the one that you have got used to pretending to be, because you're so used to performing that even when you get to God, you don't know how to show your real self. You still go to Him with your best performance. And that lie has been built for thousands, for millions of years, because religion taught us God wants obedience above all. So we try to prove we were worthy. And in order for you to be able to prove you were worthy, you serve, you perform, you impress, you discipline yourself into exhaustion. And we became employees in the kingdom, hoping to earn favor, hoping God might notice us. But that's not the gospel Jesus preached. The Father never set out to build a workforce. He set out to build a family. So where did it all go wrong? And heaven is not powered by servants. It is powered by sons and daughters. And that is how we need to see ourselves, that we are beautifully loved by Him. I know that now. But that has taken how many conversations that Papa's had to break all the walls of unbelief, those walls of self-hatred, self-righteousness, performance that has been built into me by religion over the years. And each time I'm with Him, I saw myself as a slave. I saw myself as a servant. And the Father never desires subjects that are compelled by fear, but rather He wants children chosen by love. And His heart aches over human tendency to replace His sincere affection with religious labor, transforming faith into a transactional relationship where intimacy is suffocated by expectations. Yes, it is suffocated by expectations. Rejection of servitude. That's what God keeps telling me. Tolu, I desire sons, not slaves, daughters, not captives, lovers, not laborers. And He affirms it to me so many times. Tolu, I never dreamed of raising a robot. I dreamed of raising children. And what does performance become? It becomes empty because the performance that you're doing is coming from obedience without a heart, which is distasteful to him. So the pursuit of worldliness often leads to the door of performance and the door of religious pressure and the door of exhaustion. And that is not him. Obedience must flow from choice. It has to flow from what you want to do. And that is why there's free will in the first place. Because if it was compelled, if it was by force, that is no longer affection. That is slavery. It is not surrender. And what Papa wants is a surrender. He wants a willing robber. And his pursuit has always been personal, continuous, seeking the authentic self rather than the perfect image that's been crafted through fear. Yes, that is the thing that he has yearned to me over and over and over again. And your love that you think you have for him has turned into labor. So you serve God more than you enjoy him. This morning I sat in bed for a long time, but I was speaking to him. And I was like, Papa, but I've got so much to do today. And he said, Tolu, have you forgotten that I value presence as well? You cannot just be busy for me without finding time to sit with me. But we find our own identity now in how much we did, how holy we appear, how disciplined people thought we were, how consistent our spiritual activities look. And we started living like slaves. And we thought that spiritual performance equals spiritual acceptance. But the Father says, I do not want your work, I want your heart. Because it's possible to do everything for God and still be distant from him. And that's the majority of the case. We are distant from him. And it didn't set you free from Egypt to make you a slave again. But Papa said something recently, said, I told you, they don't want to leave Egypt. They enjoy being in Egypt. But when God delivered his people from Egypt, he didn't bring them into a new slavery core religion. He wanted to bring them into a relationship. But you could see that right from the beginning. They never wanted it. They just wanted Moses to go and get the information from them. He wanted a nation led by his presence, a family guided by his affection. But he couldn't achieve it because these children of his are so stubborn. And they've just gotten used to being in Egypt that they don't know how to relate with him. Are you the same? Have you got so used to being in Egypt that you don't know how to connect again? You are in heaven, you're still living in Egypt. And when he gave the first 10 commandments, he declared, he said, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of slavery. When he gave his 10 commandments, he first of all declared that. Identity before he gave us instruction. Relationship before he gave us the requirement. But because obedience is the fruit of love, not the price of acceptance, but we've turned obedience to the price of acceptance. I am doing this because I love him, not because I'm forced to do it. Nobody forced me to start a YouTube channel. I started at my own timing. Jesus told me maybe 8 months ago, I should start a YouTube channel. I didn't act on it. I acted on it when I was ready, and they never forced me. So the prodigal son story is a revelation of God, not the boy. That prodigal was about God. It was trying to show you the heart of God. The son tries to return as a servant. He says, I'm no longer worthy. Make me like a hired hand. But religion still whispered in his ears, you are not worthy. But what happened? The father ran. I'm sure when the father was running to him, I'm sure he was just still looking, not really walking excitedly towards him, because he wasn't expecting that reception. The father didn't demand explanation. He didn't rehearse the sin. He didn't test the sincerity. He just embraced him first. He restored him first. He celebrated him first. And Papa is still the same today. Jesus said, told you, a lot of my children let me down, but I can know that well ahead before I have a relationship with them. But I choose not to know. That is a heart that wants to embrace by all means. That is a heart that wants to love without no boundaries. And he clothed the son before the son cleaned himself. And that is what Papa has done for me in my journey. He's clothed me before he even started walking through me. He first of all showed me that he loved me. Why? Because the father never lost sight of his identity, even when the son did. Fathers never lose his identity. We are the ones that's lost our identity. And that frustrates him badly. And that happens to a lot of children that are adopted. When the day they know that they are adopted, they feel disconnected. They want to go and look for their real parent. Whereas the adopted father has been with them all through and is standing there with them and saying, please, I love you. It doesn't change anything. That is why we didn't tell you, because we thought you might think less of yourself. We feel comfortable with religion, but we don't feel comfortable with our adopted father. We don't want him because we think we don't deserve him. That adopted child thinks, why would this adopted father, why would he love me when my real parent walked out of my life? Papa is saying, I love you. Religion might say you messed up. Work harder. You sin. God is distant. But I am telling you, you are my child. And there's no distance between us. His posture doesn't change when your behavior does. He's not hot and cold with you. He's steadfast, unshakable, sure. And your failures do not move him away. They move him towards you. Oh my God. Oh my God. When God started telling me about what I mean to him, I find it difficult to believe. I still do. I still struggle with this person that he said I am to him. Because life has shown something different to me. Because of so many rejections I've experienced. But now I know he feels rejection as well, so it's okay. Rejection doesn't mean I don't want it. He feels rejection as well. He carries the pain, even if he's the most rejected being. And I keep coming. I keep coming every day. I keep showing up that maybe I will be able to believe all the things that he tells me. Maybe I am so precious to him, like he said. Keep coming. Even when you are not sure of his love, keep coming. My brother, my sister that is listening to this, keep coming. Because he loves you and he cherishes your presence. And if God wanted mindless obedience, he could have programmed us. But he took the risk of heartbreak because he wanted love. He told me false obedience is not loyalty. Mandatory affection is not affection. I never desire slaves. I desire children. And this is why the gospel is not do more. It is come home. Please stop doing. Just come home. Come home. That's what Papa is saying. Come home. That's the point of these books. That's the point of this series. It's about coming home. You've been lost enough. Come home. Your value to God is not in your usefulness. Your identity is not servant. It is beloved. And this is the most profound truth. It likes you, not the only version, not the Sunday version, not the perfect version. It likes you. The messy, the growing, the emotional human you. And he said, you do not have to impress me. Your existence is my joy. You don't pray to get his attention. You pray because you already have it. You don't serve to be accepted. You serve because you are loved. You don't worship to enter his presence. You worship from his embrace. So, let this be a new way to live. Trade this striving for rest. Trade fear for belonging. Trade performance for presence. Trade servanthood for sonship. Trade earning for receiving. You are not an employee trying to secure benefit. You are a child living from inheritance. Your father doesn't want better servants. He wants healed sons. He wants awakened daughters. He wants you. Are you going to accept his invitation? Are you going to stay away because of the mess that you think you are? You are not the mess. He cares about your heart, not the fault. And is not ashamed of your humanity. And the true currency of the kingdom is not work, but it's love. The person who finally chooses to stop striving and receive their worth. We were never meant to earn our way into our Father's presence. You're meant to receive it because it is a finished gift. That's why Jesus said it is finished. It is a finished gift. And he has showed me his love for me. I don't need to strive any longer. I can let go of this strife. It's a finished job. And he's telling you, my child, I do not love you because you serve me. I love you because you're mine. You do not exist to work for me. You exist to work with me. Let go of the chains of performance. Come, sit with me. I've been waiting to enjoy you. Love you, Papa. I hope you've been blessed. God bless. See you in chapter 6.